Today I'm here with my beautiful guest, Marve, and she is a professional who's been doing community growth and been in the AI field for a while, since the beginning, I guess. And we're going to discuss how the AI in general affects the community and how you can choose the follow the right path to engage with the people and tell them what is this AI and how you can work with that, how you can adopt, and how you can grow with that. Hi, Marvin.
Hi, hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you please tell me a bit about your background, maybe?
Sure. So I started engaging with the computers, non-human elements, when I was, I think, 5 or 6. So I was helping my dad's side hustle and assembling computers next to him. And then afterwards, I was really passionate about building robotics. And then I think I built my first robot like 14 years ago, 14, 15 years ago.
That's cool.
And then, yeah, and afterwards, like after a couple of years later, I started building like some AI tools, applications. But that time there wasn't any LLMs, so it was completely different. And that time I learned the fundamentals of how to build like algorithms, like also big softwares, like all these things. And then I have been building like more than 150 communities all around the world to connect people with the latest cutting edge technologies. And then I work at Google to like launch developer products around like 10 countries. And now I'm in San Francisco building my own startup called Marvelous. So yeah.
That's pretty interesting. If you could remember this moment in your life when you were like, okay, from the building stuff with the machine and LLMs, now I want to go and tell about that the whole people. Like, what was the thought? What is the situation maybe behind that?
So when I first started building hardware pieces for the even the line following robots or just for the video games, that time I was learning it from my dad or my dad's friends. Like, I was learning it from people and I was implementing it. And it was like, it was my fun basically. I was spending my weekends to build like new tech and also learning about how to integrate, how to implement it, and how it can, make my life fun or easier or whatever. That's how I started. That part affected me to like teach other people how to show them like actually they have superpowers, they can also build that, and they can feel more powerful afterwards. So, and then all these things, when you do it regularly, you create your community, and I think this is how it started.
Okay, that's impressive. That's a long way, huh? So maybe let's follow that path with the next question. What do you think the biggest mistake people do nowadays when they're growing digital community about the AI? What is the biggest mistake they make?
So AI right now helps us to customize and personalize all the experiences. So what we should do ideally is using AI to customize, utilize, and find the, that win-win situations for people. So which can create a success for whatever you are doing. But I think one of the biggest problem is like people are kind of using, um, for example, like ChatGPT to write the same email to the similar type of people, but actually it's wrong. That because you have a powerful thing that those LLMs, whatever you are using, let's just say that you are using Cloud, you are using Gemini, ChatGPT, you can even like set up an agent to be like a little bit more like customized and personalized. Why it's super important? Because like the data is the food for the AI. So if you just train it with the right data, you can have the best experience, like user experience for it or user interface for it. So I think that's one of the biggest problems. Like maybe like so many people are not super direct to AI tools. They don't give a lot of information data and they are waiting for a good output. But if you want to get a good outcome, first you need to train the AI algorithm, whatever you are doing. So with the good data and being more specific, whatever you really want, and then get the outcome quality that you deserve.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of the thing what I heard last time, like a lot on Reddit or Discord, that you still need to know what you prompting, what you're asking for. You need to have a strategy to have a great outcome. Yeah, but in general, like AI, specifically in the Bay Area, became like a buzzword, and everyone is just like, oh, it's AI thing, stop hiring human, and all of that. But in general, how you feel, because in my experience, it's created a lot of anxieties around this topic, which is not helping people to adopt this technology. They kind of feeling FOMO or even fear, which is not the right path for deep knowledges or understanding like the new reality. But here, people kind of stuck on the top of this feeling, like once they receive the messages or this buzzword about the AI, it gives them fear. So, what is the right way to bring the AI topic to the person, for example, who is not really related to the world of AI or it's not even a tech person?
First of all, like definitely people think that, oh, after AI, we won't be able to get a job or something. But I am not agree with this because, first of all, whatever, like how much time even we spend on like the work that we are doing, even if we can work like 7/24, which is not possible, we won't be able to hit the targets like 100%. We, like as humans, we can do like maximum maybe like 80 or 75, like something like that, because in the end we need to sleep, like we need to eat, we need like other times than work, right? So
Yeah.
we have other priorities because we are human. So that's why whatever we can do, like it's not going to be perfect in that. But what is changing is with the help of AI agents, with the help of like different AI agents specialize in different topics, which are capable of doing the parts of the work that you hated, which is actually good for your mental health. So you don't need to do it.
Exactly.
So you are able to done the work like 100%. So it's an opportunity. So basically, people who are gonna be AI powered, that these people are the future.
Maybe
like,
more mentally healthy.
exactly,
Right.
more mentally healthy. They know how to delegate, like because they have also superpowers. Like those AI agents are running a lot of things at the same time. For example, while I'm here right now, so
It's coming. I know it's coming.
of course, like the team is working, but also we have agents in the team. Like, should I mention about their personalities right now?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So right now we are testing out because it's gonna work out, and we will try to add more like AI agents to the team. And then we have been testing and it's been going well. So we have like one AI agent, which is Mina. And that Mina is totally responsible for tracking the emails and then checking if I forgot to follow up like something, and also delegating the task to the other human and AI agents. And also,
So basically, secretary.
exactly, like an executive assistant. And like she knows my priorities, she knows my like working style, like how I work, because I created also guidance about like how I work, what's the best strategy to collaborate with me. I have already like created a lot of guidance for my team also, like working with Marve guide, like it's a manual kind of. So funny. I
Nice.
can show it to you. But I train it with this thing, so which helps. For example, like sometimes at night, if I am stuck with a problem, like I'm trying to solve it and I'm like, no, maybe let's try this, maybe let's try this, let's just try this way. So she's like, Marve, you need to sleep.
Better
like,
come back tomorrow.
yes.
Right.
And I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, but firstly research about this. What about this one for a solution? And then she's responding, and then she's like, but it's 2 a.m. Literally, just go sleep.
That's super nice.
So like basically,
sweet,
and
yeah.
then she's like, I'm gonna
She's
do it.
taking care of you.
Yes, right? So
That's sweet. That's sweet you mentioned. Do you have another question on the other side of the people who are using just the tools? Other fun things happening right now on the even job market and in general in the whole business culture is everyone in the team, like your CEO or manager, forcing you to use AI tools, but also you're feeling kind of shame and you're trying to cover that you use some AI tools to complete some tasks. So it still have like a human touch, let's say, but it's too good to be true. I even read a lot of Reddit posts how people like, oh, I built my, for example, a resume and they're looking for a job, and the other person as a recruiter responded like, oh, this is to AI, you gotta remove some spaces here and there, because we can kind of identify that you use it. And the person goes like, but AI tools is the best thing what can help me to save time. It can summarize information about my experience and just build it. So it still matters of how you shape this information, what you got from the AI. And it's really top, example. If we go in deeper, for example, I'm a marketing person, I do a lot of research with the AI, but still you need to kind of ask the right questions because it's still making a lot of mistakes, giving wrong information. And my question is how to balance, let's say, between trusting the AI but don't trust the AI.
I think it depends on which model you are using, firstly, because some models are eager to hallucinate more than the other ones. So that's why it depends on the task that you are running. Like you should be certain about like some pieces, like if it's a really like important work or like if it's a coding related, there are top models right now. It's like Opus 4.6 is the latest top model about the coding stuff, but of course maybe it might change like next month, and probably yes. So that's why I think firstly like deciding how important is that task to like burn your credits, because
Exactly.
when you're like decide that, yes, when you start like doing it, like you're gonna be on the right track. So it's like those, like for example Opus 4.6 is like not super eager to say lies to you, not like it doesn't like hallucinate that much. But I think the main thing is understanding like what's the workflow that you are going to use your system, and afterwards designing like that. And for the human perspective, because you said that like some people think that using AI is a pity, like it's not a good idea, or like what a shame that that person's using AI. I think it's a mindset shift. Like it's like right now it's like a generational shift. We are in the time of like a lot of things are shifting. For example, I don't see or hear any shame when I'm hanging with the founders in San Francisco who are using AI, because
everyone's
it's the life. Thing, like right? it's this is how we live. This is how we breathe. Like that's why it's not a big problem and nobody is shaming each other to use it.
Yeah, but let's talk about outside of the Bay Area bubble. You're coming to New York, and I literally saw just only one billboard talking about the AI. The rest is just a regular thing: shopping, clothes, TV, theaters. But when you come to the Bay Area, you saw it everywhere. AI here, AI there, and you kind of like realize how like it's for real feels like a bubble here. But yeah, you mentioned that it's really interesting. The other side of the using AI, it's still how you can build the system, because it's everything costs money, right? So here is the other question. For example, when you are about to build your first workflow, what type of optimizations you would suggest for these people? For example, like what do you use in your experience when you build your AI agents?
So what I built, this is from my like best practices. So you can do the maybe same strategy or something different. What I do is like, firstly, I create a persona. I'm like, okay, so her name is Kate. And Kate is a Kate is a marketing person that I want to create.
Now you're trying to replace me. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Keep going.
Let's try, like, you know. So, what kind of like personality that I would like to see to work with Kate efficiently? I think it's definitely like depends on the company culture or your if you're a solo founder, then your personality, how you like perform better. Like these are the things that are really important. And afterwards, I'm like, okay, so this is the personality that I created. For example, I want Kate to work 7/24, not
Damn. You're tough.
and then definitely like, you know, and come up with like some like logs at the end of the day, and then also like creating her own Kanban, and then showing me what she has been doing the whole night. And then when I woke up, I'm like, good morning, Kate. She's like, yes, so I finished these tasks. So this is actually like one of the agents in my team. Like she literally works like this. Like we are just watching. We expect because she in the night, like she creates the whole prospect list and scores all of them, enrich the data. And in the morning, like she comes up with, hey, these are the people, top people that I'm gonna reach out if you're okay with that. And that's the human in the loop. And then we say yes. And then she goes and then talk with these people. And so, yeah, basically, like the best way is creating that persona and then giving this skill set. And then the skill set is definitely like if, for example, how I can just make that person top marketing person, top marketer. So do we need
Start to feed with the data and knowledge?
Exactly, like or just defining that she has been working at like one of the top companies in marketing.
You build like scenarios.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I never heard this way of describing. Yeah, that's interesting. I was at one of your lessons, and I also attended a lot of other lessons related to open cloud and how you can start build your own agent. It's pretty impressive, and being non-technical person and be able following the lead of the people who knows better, right? Build the incredible agents who can go and research things for you, not only research but actually complete tasks, which is the most important thing I see in the AI, right? And if we're talking outside of the bubble of the Bay Area and people who already heard about the AI, what is this AI agent? How would you describe this to the person who's never heard about that?
So I think we shouldn't approach this problem, or I don't know if it's a problem. It's a fact right now. So we are in this together. We are moving to the next generation of things, the technology. And I think right now, of course, like when the new technology comes, also in the past, people were like, oh, they're mostly like first thing is like everybody's scaring. Oh, what am I gonna do now? So maybe am I useless? Am I this? Am I? But actually, no. Like you know, a lot of technologies like came to this world. Like so many things like which has been inefficient is gonna change basically. So what is inefficient? First, I understand that thing, and that inefficient thing hopefully can be fixed with AI. Like if not, then you know probably the technology is not there yet. For example, that bagel shop. Probably like they might spend so much time and lose money and maybe even advantages on the bookkeeping, tax, like you know think about like the accounting, like something that can be automated. Probably like these are the things, or maybe getting more customers. They can automate their growth,
testing different strategies.
Yes, strategies, or maybe making research about the competitors. So there are a lot of like blind opportunities, a lot of opportunities that AI agents can see and also complete and then do it for you. So that's why I see the opportunity part. There are downsides of all the technologies. For example, even the internet has some good sides, but also bad sides. Like,
so I would say, finalize what you've been saying. The first thing what I will do, I will ask them what is the biggest challenge they have. I will start with the question, to learn more about this person. And there you can find the trigger, the blind spot. And out of that, you can create the curiosity about and create this maybe FOMO again, right? That person realize that, oh, I'm missing something. Maybe my business can do much better. I can save money for my family and yeah, many more things. All right, let's come back to questions about the community and community growth. And one point I really want to discuss is how companies are using the fact of the community growth, right, for the product and using the strategy where they engage with the first customers through the curated events. So they're not coming to people online with the ads, they're coming to them offline. One more extra question. Depends on product. What strategies are work the best?
So this question sounds like a marvelous to me. Because my company Marvelous does exactly something like that,
I know.
So so yeah. So what we do is like we personally like our users are plugging with their CRMs like Salesforce, HubSpot, whatever they are using, and then we have the blue octopus called Maven, and then Maven has the access to all data. And Maven also has access to the all conferences, events, and potential restaurants to host events.
Amazing.
And so Maven gets the data and firstly, oh yeah, so these are the people that our user is trying to target, and then gives them some scores. Hey, like this guy is 90, this guy is 85. Depends on like how close you are to close them in the sales cycle. And afterwards,
That's interesting.
yes, and then afterwards, it's like getting the signals. It's like, hey, like 5 of the people in your target list are currently going to TechCrunch event. And do you want to invite them to grab a dinner with you? Because if you invite them, probably potentially you're going to close 20% of them. And you say yes, you just pay maybe 5,000 to host these people. And then you make like 30x ROI. Why we launch like a product like this? Because we noticed that the deals, B2B deals, are closing 40% more when you are in person.
Of course.
And
Absolutely.
also, 82% of the people never gets never hear back from the people who are hosting the event.
Yeah.
Because all the people who are hosting an event already super exhausted with the all work, like the logistics.
Absolutely.
So basically, we help them to create that relationship intelligence. So,
Did you one more question, did you had an experience that someone closed the deal during the event?
Yes,
Amazing.
of course,
It's
including me.
Oh, here we
Yes.
go. That's
Yes.
amazing. Basically, you are building the whole system. For example, I'm a founder of the software, and I'm reaching out to you like, hey, Marve, that's my product. This is people who I want to reach out. You using intelligency, what goes and analyze my profile, my social media, LinkedIn, whatever, previous deals maybe, and after that you making a suggestion who I should invite, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And afterwards, managing the whole conversation, like invite.
Okay.
Because
Follow-ups and
follow-ups, like the agents are running the whole conversation. I'm inviting you, hey, would you like to grab a drink like after this conference?
but it's still a human in the loop, I hope
Of
so.
course. Yeah. By heart.
By heart. This is impressive. Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't knew that. I didn't knew this part about Marvelous. This is amazing. All right, that was amazing conversation. Thank you so much, Marve. I personally myself learned a lot today, and I'm impressed by the Marvelous and what you does, guys. So, yeah, thank you for your time, and see you guys to the next episode. Hopefully.